Good morning from sunny Las Vegas. This is Stephen Kim with another Friday morning session. This session I'm super excited to share. This is the $1,000,000 mistake that most real estate agents make, and it's all having to deal with the follow-up plan. So in lieu of me being in Vegas, I'm wearing my Backstreet Boys t-shirt as we're going to go check out the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere later today. So super excited. Thank you for everyone who is joining in live, everyone who wants to up their game in real estate. And one thing before we get started, I just want to share is there's an incredible quote from the Navy SEALs, and it goes something like this: under pressure, you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training. And so my goal, my ultimate goal in this YouTube journey is that I'm able to help increase your standards, whatever that may be in real estate. So I'm really excited for today. Coach with Tom Ferry, one of their mastery coaches, coach agents across the world, some large teams, some rock star solo agents, team lead of the Stephen Kim Group in Toronto, a high-powered real estate team in Toronto. Almost 20 years of teaching coaching experience. This is what I love to do. This is my passion. And so for this Friday morning, I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint on how you can activate those leads to actually do something with you. So let's get right into it. The $1,000,000 follow-up plan. Do this now. Super important. Content for today is the core mistakes and challenges that most agents make when it comes to real estate lead follow-up. I'm going to give you the exact follow-up plan, and then I'll leave a few minutes at the very end for some Q&A. So the challenges. What are the biggest challenges you face in your lead follow-up? Is it number one, leads don't pick up after the first call? Leads are ghosting you? You have a busy schedule that does not allow for the speed to lead conversion. What about this one? This is a big one. The fear of being annoying. You know what's annoying? You have a lot of leads right now in your pipeline and your CRM, and they haven't heard from you. The fifth one is fear of rejection. How do you know that they're going to reject you if you haven't even put in the work of getting in touch with them? And the last one, and this is a big one, there's no clear conversion goal. What is your ultimate goal when following up with these leads? Here are the 4 core mistakes when it comes to real estate lead follow-up. And these are the biggest ones. Number one is little to no tech utilization. Your follow-up plan system, it's not tech enabled. Number 2 is there's little to no schedule. Now, let me know if this is you. And what I mean by that is you're an agent, super busy. There's just no schedule. There's no structure to what you do day to day. So I'll share with you a little hack of mine. I don't take an appointment until after 12 o'clock p.m. So what does that mean? That means in the morning, everything is focused in and around lead generation, lead follow-up, marketing. And then after 12 is when I go on appointments. And I'm going to ask, is that a schedule that might suit you in 2026? The third one is little to no systems. There's no systematic follow-up. And if there's no systematic follow-up, you and I both know it does not happen. And this is what number 4 is the one that I'm so hell-bent on, is your follow-up plan is not relentless. Your follow-up plan is casual. Does this remind you of someone? The game plan. So number 1 is tech utilization. How do I get my lead follow-up to be more tech enabled? Number 1 is CRM, CRM, CRM. I cannot stress this enough. Your lead follow-up will survive or die based on your utilization of your CRM. So here's some common ones. We have FUB, Lofty, Wise Agent. Now, these CRMs can build out custom and automated follow-up reminders for all of your leads, whether they're cold, warm, or hot. Spend some time daily the next week really understanding the nooks and crannies of the CRM. Number 2 is this, and this is a big one for the team and I, a video platform, whether it's BombBomb or Loom. What I love about BombBomb, and BombBomb and Loom does not sponsor this YouTube session, maybe then later down the road it might, is we can send custom videos to our leads. And the beauty of that is we get to see when the lead opens up the video, we get to see how long they've watched the video, and most importantly, how many times have they seen the video. Now, the video that we send out should never be like, hey, Jenny, we're just following up. I hate that, by the way. What's the value? What's the purpose? What's the clear conversion goal when following up with a particular lead? So have that in mind before filming the video. And please, please, please do not start off with a conversation of, hey, I'm just following up. Hey, I'm just touching base. You're dead out of the water. Do not do that. And the third one is this: when it comes to tech utilization, do you have flow, like a workflow when it comes to following up with your leads? So we use Trello and Monday boards. This is a systematic approach to engage with leads. We get to move them along the funnel: cold, warm, hot, and these are the tasks daily that we need to implement to activate those leads. Just quickly in the chat, just share with me, how many of you are currently utilizing one or two of these systems? Let's just see, what is everyone saying right now? Just in the chat. Just let me know in the chat, how many of you are actually utilizing a CRM system, a video platform, or a systematic Trello Monday board? Lofty, Sedge Park says Lofty, love it. Sharif, hello from Aruba. Nice, must be nice. So we have Lofty. What other CRMs or platforms are you using? FUB and BombBomb. Love it, love it, love it. That is a powerful combination. What else do we have? Follow Up Boss, Margaret says, amazing. So a lot of FUB users here, which is fantastic. Okay, Lofty, fantastic. I love it. So we're all utilizing the CRM. Okay, let's get back into it. So here is the actual game plan. So this is SKG approved. This is something that I learned as a Tom Ferry coach way back when with regards to lead follow-up. And so you've heard this before. Tom said it. Every real estate guru has said the same thing. Your fortune is made in your follow-up. I'll say it again. Your fortune is made in your follow-up. And so get this. Most agents stop at one to two attempts, but we know that leads actually convert between 11 to 13 attempts. I'll say that again. A lead will actually convert. And what you're going to say, well, Steve, what does conversion mean? That means pick up the phone or engage back in a text or respond to an email after 11 to 13 attempts. Now, this number hasn't really changed since I've been a real estate agent / broker the past almost 16 years. But remember that. So we pick up the phone or we send a text or we send an email one or two times and we disqualify the lead and we say, you know what, they're dead, they're junk. No. Your follow-up plan might be junk. So day 0 to 3, this is where you build speed and authority. I'll say it again, speed and authority. It is speed to lead. The number one complaint I hear from leads, whether it's coming from realtor.ca or in the US Zillow, these other online platforms, is, yeah, I reached out to the agent and they never got back to me. Speed is of the essence in this real estate game. So day 0, the moment you capture the lead, it's either going to be a call, email, text, or an automated evergreen video. And you might say, well, Steve, what's an automated evergreen video? An automated evergreen video is a video that you shoot of yourself that literally you can send to a lead. So whether you're on a showing, in between appointments, whatever the case may be, you can just fire off this evergreen video to a lead. And it sounds something like this, because there's no name, there's no date, and there's no qualification with regards to a specific property they might be looking on or for, and the reason for them calling you. So it might sound like this. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm just currently in the middle of an appointment, but what I promise is I'm going to get back to you within 24 hours. Have a great day. No name, no date, not qualifying any property or the purpose of their call. And that evergreen video, once you shoot it, literally 7 seconds, you can fire it off to every single lead that comes into your funnel. And what I love about this, number one is it satisfies the speed to lead. And number two is it builds a little bit of authenticity, right? Sending a video to a particular lead makes them feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. The conversion of them picking up, I promise you, is going to be much higher than just firing off a quick text message in the next 5-10 minutes, whatever it may be. And we know this. Most of that conversion happens within the first 5 minutes. So that speed to lead is incredibly important. Why not just send off an evergreen video the next time? Day 1 is a value message, whether it's market stats, neighborhood solds, what are the builder incentives are. Like is a builder up in Markham that's giving away a free Cadillac SUV, an electric SUV, if you buy one of their units. That is a crazy builder incentive. Day 2 is this: email with value, whether it's a buyer checklist or a seller checklist. we can send that off to them and we'll be able to qualify that lead based on, are they a buyer, are they a seller, are they a renter, or are they an investor, based on their inquiry. And also do this, and this is a big one I found. Send them your social media links. Send them your social media links, because that's going to build more of a connection, right? And I look at my social media, especially my Instagram, as a digital resume. How many of you are doing the same thing right now? My plan for social media specific to Instagram is literally my digital resume. I want people to go there to get a feel for who I am. And the reason why I do that is I get to either qualify or disqualify the lead, and I haven't done anything. So a lead might go to my Instagram and be like, you know what, this guy's too crazy. He eats too much food, whatever the case may be. I don't want to work with him. Great. That is a major time saver versus me having to try to chase and qualify the lead. Day 3 of your follow-up is this. It's a breakthrough call / text. And I want you to use this exact script. Hey, whatever their name is, just want to make sure I'm not dropping the ball on, and whatever that might be. So their inquiry with regards to maybe buying a property, home selling, whatever the case may be, if they're ghosting you, you're just sending them a quick message saying, hey, I'm just making sure I'm not dropping the ball on providing you a current market evaluation of your home, not dropping the ball on finding you all the great Toronto condos under $400,000. And everyone should know that. All my Toronto agents, GTA agents, for the first time in many, many years, we can find great condominiums in Toronto under $400,000. So that's the breakthrough call text / email. So this is day 0 to 3. Day 4 to 15 is where it gets real fun. This is the nurture. This is incredibly important. This is where you take the lead, you build the relationship to book the appointment. I'll say it again. You take the lead to then build the relationship to then book the appointment. And it looks something like this. It's touch points every 2 to 3 days. Now, Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Brian Buffini, all these real estate gurus, they'd pretty much tell you, you follow up with the lead until they tell you to do whatever, beep, we can bleep that out. The call attempts are this in the next 4 to 15 days. You're going to call 3 to 5 times. If you're an agent on my team, you call every single day until the agent the lead pretty much tells you to F off, right? Every single day. It is relentless. You need to send 2 value-based texts. And you say, well, Steve, I don't know what value-based text might look like. Number 1 might be a deal of the week. I know Angie Hahn on the team and Jenny, they do incredible deals of the week. Freehold detached homes under 800,000 in Toronto. DM me. That is a great value text. What about just sold, or even just sold stories for all those seller leads in your funnel right now? And the last one might be any relevant news with regards to the real estate market, whether it's a change in rates, whether it's new incentives, buyer incentives, so on and so forth. 1 video message is what you're going to send. I'm going to say probably 1 to 2 video messages. I just think that you cannot send enough videos. You can't send enough videos to potential leads because it's something different, right? And different wins in real estate. Send at least 1 market update, and please don't just send a screenshot of the TREB Market Watch stats or a couple of stats that you've seen without explaining the numbers. There are so many numbers: MOI, absorption rate, LDOM, PDOM. People don't know what that means. So if you're going to send a market update, at least break down or disseminate 1 or 2 of the key numbers that would be relevant to that lead, whether a buyer or a seller. And then the last one within the day 4 to 15 is 2 to 3 social media posts. Now, don't just send random things. If they're a buyer lead, send them 2 to 3 social media posts of yours that specifically revolve around buying in whatever the city may be. Funny enough, though, I do a lot of social media, and the number 1 piece of content that people reach out to me on LinkedIn is actually through my foodie posts. So funny about that. Day 16 to 30, this is where you build authority and consistency. And remember, most agents quit their follow-up plan in 1 to 2 attempts. I'm talking about getting to day 30. This is consistency. This is the relentless aspect of your follow-up plan. So from day 16 to 30, this is again touch points every 2 to 3 deals. Or, oh my gosh, 2 to 3 days. One track mind right now. And the goal is this, ultimately, is to stay top of mind. So if we know the average agent reaches out to a lead 1 to 2 times, and you're doing this for the next 30 days, you will win. You will build authority and you will build consistency. And no, they're not going to think that you're annoying. And no, they're not going to not want to talk to you. If they have a clear objective or goal in mind for reaching out to you, they will engage with you. I can promise you that. Consistency in your follow up wins 10 times out of 10. What about this for a seller? An unsolicited CMA or market evaluation or a home equity report or a home health check for sellers. What about a did you miss it campaign? We all fall into the category of some level of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Buyers are the exact same right now. Buyers right now are being incredibly patient. But I can tell you, if you get one of these did you miss it deals in front of them, they will engage. They will engage. Doesn't mean they're going to buy right then and there, but they will engage with you. So if they're looking in a particular area and hey, this condo back at the height of the market sold for like 600,000. Now it's, one just sold in the building for, $480,000. It will at least warm them up. What about this? A market breakdown to their specific neighborhood. So we know there's the macro market of Toronto GTA or whatever city you're tuning in from. What about breaking it down more into the micro market? So a smaller neighborhood, take a little segment or chunk from the macro to the micro, because those markets can behave very differently. And this is a big one too. Send them just listed and just sold in their area, but make sure that with the just sold, you share the story. So just sending a lead, hey, you know what, your neighbor just sold for this. They already have access to that information. There's no value in doing that. The value is you calling the listing agent and asking them, how did it go? Right? I've seen that your house has been on the market for 41 days. How many showings did you get? What were your open house activities looking like? What was agent feedback like? That's a big one. And what was buyer feedback? So in sending just solds to a specific lead, you can just send it to them in a video with a small explanation. Hey, your neighbor just sold 123 Banana Street, right? Over the course of 41 days, they had 17 showings, they had 3 open houses, and this was the consistent feedback. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. That is of value to them. Now, what happens if the lead doesn't engage with you after 30 days? Guess what? Keep going, right? You keep going until they engage with you. And I can promise you, if you do this, I can say 80% of your leads will engage with you if you use this follow-up plan. So day 30 plus and beyond, this is the long-term database. This is where they now land into your CRM database. If they're hot leads, remember weekly personal touch, bi-weekly calls, and an email drip campaign. If they're warm leads, bi-weekly text, a monthly call, and a monthly market update. And cold leads, monthly value email, a quarterly call, a special event invite. So if you're doing maybe a first-time homebuyers webinar or seminar, or you're doing a downsizing seminar, this would be a great opportunity to invite those leads to those holiday events. Oh, sorry, those special events. And the last one is a holiday touch point. So whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and New Year, whatever the case may be, sending them a personal holiday touch point video is a great, great way of adding that personal touch. The formula that converts. So you're going to ask, well, how many times will I actually need to reach out to a lead? Here's the very formula that will convert. Your first 30 days, it's between 12 to 15 contact attempts. That's right. Your first 30 days is 12 to 15 contact attempts. The first 90 days, within the first 3 months, there's going to be a total of 25 to 30 total touches. Let that sink in. If a lead does not engage with you after 30 days, by month 3, you would have had touched them 25 to 30 times. Most deals will convert between 11 to 13 contact attempts and between 60 to 120 days of consistent nurture. I'll say that again. Most of the deals that we have converted on happen between 11 to 13 contact attempts and between 60 to 120 days of consistent nurture campaigns. That's the exact same formula. Now, you do this, and I can tell you, you've just avoided the $1 million follow-up mistakes most agent makes. So drop in the comment right now. What's the one thing that you're going to change in your follow-up plan? What's the one thing that you're going to change in your follow-up plan based on today's live? So you have a lot of Agent Locator and BombBomb users, which is amazing. What's the one thing? What's the one tweak you can make right now in your follow-up plan? Jenny says, send more video text to build trust and rapport, build trust and authority. It's the fastest way to build trust and authority is a personalized video. Sedge Park says, send more videos. Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. Add video messages. Amazing, Demetra. Have a strategy, Margaret says. Amazing. I think this is great. As you're and remember, as we say this, as I'm sharing this, my goal, my wish is that you utilize these things and understand that leads will convert consistently between the attempts 11, between 11 to 13. But you got to be tech enabled. You got to have a schedule. You got to have a strategy. And most importantly, you got to be relentless in your follow-up plan. Mara says being relentless in more video messages. I think that's amazing. I think that's absolutely incredible. Now, the last 1 to 2 minutes, I'm going to leave it open for a Q&A session. Anyone that has Q&A or anyone that has questions with regards to how we do lead follow-up or how I coach to lead follow-up, drop it in the comments and I'll answer them for the next 1 to 2 minutes. If not, I can get back to the Vegas lights. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. We a lot of new faces on today's YouTube live, which is great. Okay. Let's see. Hey, if there's no questions, that means I did a pretty good job. Jenny says, what's one question for an open house lead follow-up? Oh, this is huge. And this is one of the things that we're going to share on another YouTube live is when an open house guest comes to one of your listings, it is a mandatory rule that agents on the team have to send a bomb message that night, not the Sunday, not the Monday, not the Tuesday. And the reason for that is that lead will go to other open houses. We just want to show them something different. So it might sound something like this, hey, Mayor, thanks so much for visiting us at our open house today at 123 Main Street. It was so great to see you and your family and, your dog Noodles. If you're looking for a property similar to the one that you came to visit today, or if you're looking for a private showing, please just, drop me a DM or give me a call. Would love to either give you a private showing or show you some other properties in the neighborhood. Now, number one is you heard me say his name. He was there with his family and he was there with his dog Noodles. That means that I was paying attention. And people are going to like that. They're going to like the fact that, hey, this agent remembers me, remembers my family, remembers my dog. It's great. And then the value part is, hey, I can bring you back for another private showing, or I can show you some other properties in and around the neighborhood. Now, if you have that, this is the golden nugget. What are the coming soon listings that you know of? Because don't forget, that open house lead, they came online. They obviously know the other properties online. So if you know that any of the coming soons, fantastic. And if you know some of the sold stories of the most recent homes that sold, that is also of tremendous value versus like this just sold at $1.2 million. If a lead looks at a property more than once and it's my farm area, is it smart to send them a home tour that I could add to my social anyway? So Mayor, great question. So if the lead looks at a property more than once and it's in your farm area, is it smart to send them a home tour that I could add to my social anyway? Absolutely, 100%. How many times have we heard this though? Buyers say, you know what? This house looks so different in person than it did online. So if you can send them a customized personal video tour, now it can't be longer than a minute. They won't it's too long, but maybe highlight 2 or 3 of the most important characteristics of that home in a personalized video and send it off their way. And I think now you're just, you're off to the races. Okay, amazing. We're 10:24. Which is fantastic. I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined live today. Hopefully, we've helped to up your follow-up plan. Hopefully, you're able to make a little bit more money this year based on this plan, follow-up plan, and most importantly, you're not making these mistakes in your lead follow-up plan. Make sure to join us next Friday as we break down the core 4. These are the core 4 lead pillars for a very successful real estate business. Just want to say thank you so much for everyone on this Friday, February the 13th. For those celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow, hope you have an amazing day. As always, be great, be kind, everyone. Take care. Be well.